Hey, Harold, I understand that you gave a presentation to the CSTD, the Canadian counterpart of ASTD, under some severe conditions. What was with that?
Well, about an hour before the session was supposed to start, the electricity shut down here because we're in the middle of an ice storm and trees are falling on the power lines around here.
Wow.
It was using Microsoft Live Meeting, which I wasn't able to really get into with my Mac anyway, even when I had electricity. And so what we did was I jacked into a spare phone jack with my non-battery phone, and then Calvin McKnight, who works for Skillsoft and is with CSTD, he was my Vanna White page turner,
Mm.
uh, and I guess there were about 90 people attended. I didn't see, of course, I didn't see any of the interface, so I couldn't see the chat and I couldn't see the hand raising or anything like that. And lasted about an hour.
Wow.
And it was based on our paper. Sorry about that there, the background noise. It was based
Yeah,
on
that's to prove that it's real.
Yes, that's right. Anyway, it was based on our paper on training in the 21st century, and questions afterward were interesting. People were looking for specifics, and about one of the big questions that came out is what's Twitter?
God. Last night at this meeting of the Harvard Business School Alumni Association, the people thought they're going to be real hip, and they said, "Well, we're thinking of getting on Facebook," you know.
Ooh.
And when it came to my turn, I go, "Has anybody heard of Twitter?" And no, I mean, there are whole sections of the world that aren't clued yet, I guess.
Well, Bill Brandon was just saying that Twitter is for the early adopters so far.
Well, Eric Schmidt just came out and said, "Well, Twitter is sort of poor man's email. Why? Well, it happens too fast to be indexed by Google." Well, uh-oh, even the leaders don't get it sometimes.
I heard that there's a Firefox plugin to for your Google search so that you can also search Twitter at the same time.
Yeah,
I
but
just
you're
came
going to
across.
be behind time, and some stuff is going to slip past, I think. I mean, I don't, well, Eric Schmidt ought to know. I don't think they got it all figured out quite yet.
Yeah, the Twitter search I use from time to time. It's the company that Twitter bought. I guess it was an add-on, and then they've now integrated it. So search.twitter.com, and I find it's pretty good to find stuff. I'm looking for something specific.
Mm.
They need to put it higher up. It's way down at the bottom, and it needs to be right there in the sidebar, a little search window.
Yeah, that's the, they don't have you have to go to search.twitter.com. That's an issue. Yeah, it's not integrated. I think they've got some UI issues to work out.
I'm going to be, well, Learning Irregulars is going to be hosting a conversation between Marcia Connor, who, of course, have been pushing Twitter pretty hard on Fast Company blog, and Christopher Perry, whom you remember is the guy who developed Vue. He's
Hmm.
just come out with Twitter filter. Um, but quickly, do we see Twitter applications within enterprise learning?
I definitely do. For me, it's the virtual equivalent of throwing a comment over the cubicle wall. Hey guys, what do you think of this? Or does anybody know where I can find that? I mean, for me it means I'm connected. I haven't become an addict, but I'm getting close.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's
Clark.
IM's already been in the business, and that's specific questions to specific people. But this is sort of more a broadcast, and it's immediate, it's in the moment, and with the right group, it could be a critical tool. I mean, there's no better way to get certain types of problems solved.
Well, I've been thinking that if we take the sort of platforms that togetherLearn's been looking at, Twitter can be the conversational aspect. And then, some of these new applications may help us glue a few things down, but it
Mm.
sort of fills out the puzzle. So I'm excited about it.
Well, that's it. I mean, there's a number of different types of needs that you want to fill things out around, and I don't want to. We tend to forget discussion forums, which are still powerful, but you need all the tools put together and filling all the spaces. That's the whole notion of the LearnScape or the performance ecosystem is getting them all the types of needs met.
And being
That's
able to search
time.
all of them. Yeah.
We're by choice. not by choice. We're done.